Good afternoon, Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to tuning in. You guys, this is going to be a short live for real, for real. I just wanted to come in real quick to go over some breaking news. Now, let me let you know from the start. This is allegedly, okay? I don't know if it's actually true. I just saw it and I just decided to come here to let you guys know about it. Plus, I'm going to let you guys know about that text that Diddy sent to Cassie after he beat her up. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do today, real quick, and then I'll come back tonight for my night owl to go over everything else that I have. All right, so get you something to eat, drink, a relaxing spot, and let's check out what Shay's Tube got to say. Before we start, though, guys, let me ask you to do a couple of things. If possible, could you please thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content? Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. All right. So again, thumbs up, thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Also, share this video and you can leave a comment at the ending of this video. All right. Let me turn my volume down on this phone. Every time I get on this live, I forget to turn this daggone phone off. Let me just turn it off real quick. Okay. So I hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Mine just started. It's been I'm still waiting to get paid today. That's tripped. I don't know why these people did not pay us yesterday, but we'll see. I called them yesterday, so they said give them 48 hours. The thing is with that, guys, it's amazing how people want you to wait on something they owe you, but if you owe them, they want it immediately. So one day I'm going to actually do a live on that because that's ridiculous. You know how this society, expects one thing if you need to pay them, but if they need to pay you, they want you to wait. I don't like that. I never did like that. But anyway, let me go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer act so we can go ahead and get started with this. So under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and it's scrolling across that screen right there, okay? The yellow banner right there. Also, guys, if you want to show support to this channel, you can do that by doing this right here at $Shades Tube. All donations are used to support this channel, and thank you in advance. Thanks again to Jermaine for his donation last night. I appreciate that, Jermaine. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, y'all. I think welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to everybody who watches this in the replay. And we're going to get ready to get started. When people come into the chat, I will say welcome to them as well. All right. So first thing first, y'all, let me go ahead and put this breaking news thing up like I always do in topic time real quick. The same routine and turn this music back on. And then we're going to go ahead and start off with this live. Okay, let me turn everything back on. Y'all know how I do it. It's the same way every day. If you watch me at night, you know, Shades Tube. I always got to get everything situated here because I'm always doing something and I got to go to work. Okay, so here we go. First thing first, let's go ahead and go over this video. So, like I said earlier, I saw this video. I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to tell you guys. So this is allegedly, all right? Keyword, allegedly, meaning it could be true or it could not, all right? So let me show y'all this video, and then we'll talk about it real quick. I will tell you that they claim it's confirmed that Diddy paid $1 million to send a hit on Tupac Shakur. All right, so let me let you go ahead and see this video real quick. This is a trip out. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if this is true. Okay, so let me show you guys.
With that breaking news at the top of this hour, new court documents show that Dwayne Keefe Davis accused hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs of paying $1 million for the killing of rap icon Tupac Shakur. According to the court documents, Davis claims Combs paid Eric Von Martin the money. He also says that Combs offered to set up a phone call with Terrence Brown, who was the driver of the car that rolled up next to Shakur and Suge Knight on September 7th, 1996, near the Strip. Davis says that he was telling on himself and not trying to provide evidence against anyone else. He's accused of orchestrating the plot to kill Shakur. A trial date has been set now for sometime in November.
So
And we
again,
began with that
let me
breaking news
stop
at the
it.
top.
Okay, so again, I don't know if that's 100% true or anything. I don't know for sure, guys, but let's just say that is inside of that um, those documents, the indictment. What would basically mean? You know what I'm saying? Um, Somebody in this comments section said this is not even going to be hard to remove as evidence. This dude is a known gangster and a liar. They all had beef with Tupac before they unalived him. At no time in his book does he mention P. Diddy. He took all the credit for the shooting. Now it's being cooked by the prosecutor and rerouting his responsibility. Even Stevie Wonder can see bull all over the place. Okay. Another commenter said Pac was the light. Diddy is the dark. Notice his eyes. Nothing there. Or he hide behind shade. Hey, John in the Bush, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see. Okay, so George said, now put his butt away so someone can karma his butt off for Tupac and Biggie and all the men and women and children whose lives are forever changed or scarred. Another commenter said, shaking my head, everything will come out. Eventually, Diddy screwed big time. Roosters coming home to roost. And then another commenter said, lies, lies, lies. What type of news is this? Okay, just like I just said, um, we don't know for sure if this is 100% true. I didn't look at that 14-page indictment yet. I'm going to have to read it to see what everything that they have in there. But if they do have any type of information that makes them believe that this dude had anything to do with Tupac's unaliving, you can best believe they are going to be looking into that fully to make sure that if he was responsible for it, say if he did put out a hit, they're going to make sure that he is held accountable, especially now since he's already incarcerated. Okay. And like I said, I looked this up. I didn't see anything else um, about it, but it doesn't mean that it's not true. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that it's not true. People always go into stuff, and say things, based on whatever they see. But sometimes that stuff could be true. So let me see some real quick. Like, let me see if I can find anything. Now we remember. Hold on for a second. We remember what Keefe D said. Okay, Keefe D claimed that Diddy offered him up to $1 million for to put a hit out. He put a hit out. Okay, on allegedly on Tupac, and I believe what is the dude's name? Suge. Okay, Suge Knight. Okay, let me look at this real quick. Hold on, let me see this one. So anyway, as we know, Keefe D made allegations against Combs for more than 15 years. Okay, and Combs denied any involvement, saying that Keefe D's story is beyond ridiculous and completely false. And that's what he said in the 2008 interview. Um, so anyway, let's see what he said in here again, huh, guys. So in a interview, a 2009 interview conducted by undercover police, they was asking him questions. They asked Keefe D, does Combs play a role in this thing? Davis then answered, yes, yeah, I think he did. Davis claims Combs allegedly was afraid of Suge Knight, who owned a rival record label. He also stated Diddy disliked Shakur because the rapper called him out on his songs. Combs allegedly made a call on Knight's head at a hotel room in front of more than 40 people. That's what Keefe D says. He said he was kind of scared of this guy. We was at a hotel and he like, man, hey, I would give you anything for that dude's head. Okay. David Davis Keefe D also claimed Combs hated Shakur and believed he deserved to have something done to him for starting the whole beef. Combs allegedly said, F that dude. And he didn't think we got to have something. Wait a minute, hold on. And then he said, okay, F that dude. Oh, yeah. And didn't he think we got to have something done after all this mess he started? And that was according to Keefe D. Okay, let's see what else. So at the time, they said there was no evidence, y'all, that linked Combs to Pac's unaliving. However, just like I just told you right now, just say if they did include this in the indictment, and just say they did find something, because we don't know in that electronic device that they found, all that stuff that they found at Sean's house, his two homes or three homes. How do we know? We don't know exactly what they found. We don't know if they found something in those homes that basically let the FBI, Homeland Security, know or make them think that this dude was involved in Pac's unaliving. We don't know what they found there. Okay, that's why they say additional charges. Now, granted, we don't know if those additional charges that they may file is concerning Pac's unaliving. We don't know that for sure. That's why I said that news thing I just showed y'all, that's allegedly. We don't know if that's true or not. You know how people put up stuff, but just to keep our minds open to the possibility of that. That's why I brought that out to you guys, just to keep your mind open up to the possibility that they may implicate him in that situation. Okay, so we are definitely going to be looking out for that, and you can take a look at that 14-page document, that indictment, and read it. It is a lot of stuff in there. I haven't read it yet completely, but it's a lot. Let me see what else he said here. So Davis claims that he did not intend to go after Shakur the night of the 1996 unaliving, but that the opportunity presented itself when they saw the two in a car. That's when his nephew, Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, allegedly shot at them both. That's according to Keefe D. Anderson was unalive in an unrelated shooting 2 years later. Now, again, Keefe D claimed Combs allegedly paid the money for the hit on Tupac to Eric Bun Zip Martin, another man in the car with him. Davis referred to Martin in the transcript as one of Puffy's boys, meaning he was associated with Combs. He said, do you think during that time period, Zip got paid by Puffy? Police asked, to which Davis answered, yeah. Now, in the document, prosecutors note that defendant has asserted publicly that he only told on himself and wasn't trying to provide evidence against anyone else in his conversation with police. However, this statement, belies this claim, as he suggests that Sean Combs paid Eric Von Martin $1 million for the illings, as well as offered to set up a phone call with Terrence Brown, the driver, who at the time was still alive. Davis also claimed he tried to get money from Martin and Combs, but they both avoided him for years, and that eventually he never received anything for Tupac's unaliving. In that same transcript, Davis said the whole incident messed up his life. He said, I wish I never met Puff Daddy, period. I blanked to God. He messed up my life, man. I was rich, up under the radar, he said. And then he said it's all gone. So again, I don't know because Keefe D came right back out months later or whatever and said that he made everything up. So I don't know if Keefe, you know, you know, was if he was lying then or if he was telling the truth. You can never tell with this dude. However, just say if it is true, I can actually see additional charges being presented if they find evidence to support Keefe D's claim. Okay, and like I said before, we don't know what Homeland Security found at the those mansions. We don't just we just don't know. It could be anything. They did state that additional charges could be filed. Could be is the key word. Could. Okay. So it'll be amazing to see if that's true. All right. Okay. So one more thing that I want to tell you guys about. Let's hold on. Let's see. Is about. Let me let you guys know who takes care of Sean Combs' kids while he's incarcerated. Kim Porter's best friend at the time. I don't know if she still is or he still is, but anyway, Kim Porter's best friend takes care of the Combs twins in California as Diddy remains in custody, okay? In jail. So let's see what they say regarding that real quick. So they are 17 years old. So they are being cared for by Lala or Layla while their dad is detained inside the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. Okay. They seem to be in good hands despite their father's legal troubles. They are in their final year of high school. And again, they are currently cared for by their late mother's friend, LaWanda Layla Lane, based in Los Angeles. Lane will provide support to the 17-year-old twins while Combs awaits trial. This is critical as the Combs twins still need to maintain a daily routine and focus on their studies despite everything going on with their father's trial. So yeah, that's Kim Porter's friend. I can show you her right now. I'm not gonna show you guys the twins, but you can look that up yourself. Okay, so that's the lady who is taking care of the twins right now. All right. So anyway, that picture is an old selfie of herself and Kim smiling and reinforcing her continued support despite her no longer being alive. Like as you guys know, Kim Porter passed away in 2018 from pneumonia. And let me say this too. If anything is inside of that indictment that connects him to any of these crazy unalivings, this dude can hang it up completely. I mean, he's already hanging it up because I told you guys the other night how many years he can get for all these charges, and it's not going to be like 5 years or anything like that. And he's already 54, so he can already hang it up unless his attorney finds some information that shows all of this is not as it appears. That's the only way I can see him getting up out of, you know, Fed's custody. Okay. But if anything was found in his homes that implicates him to any of these things that people have been accusing him of all these years, like Tupac or even Kim Porter's or Kid Cudi, in which the arson charge, I don't know what that stems from. It could be stemming from that. They might have found information already for that right there. Okay, because they do have that arson charge up there. But like I said, if they find any information or if they found or if somebody come out with some kind of tape, video, or evidence, he can hang it up for real. And this is going to be the biggest case in history if it comes up that he had anything to do with Pac or Kim Porter or anybody else, you know, for that matter, because they have been saying things about him regarding a lot of people. So again, we don't know exactly what they found, and I'm looking forward if they release it. You know, I'm looking forward to finding out. You know what I'm saying? Everything, and we will know some things because if they file additional charges, we would definitely know more stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and um, look at this right here. And y'all don't forget about again um, the November election. Okay, don't get so um, don't get so what is the word I'm looking for? Don't get so crazy over all this stuff we're dealing with. Sean Combs and other things that's happening in the world to and forget about the elections. Make sure you guys vote. If you don't vote, you can't really be heard. Okay, regardless of all these conspiracy theories and everything. If you don't vote, you still cannot be heard, point blank. And make sure you are voting for the right person that you choose. I mean that you think will do the job efficiently, point blank. Don't look at race and all this other weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Look at their background experience and the things they have done and things like that. Look at all that. All right? And find out about the candidates. Somebody said the FBI been confirmed this and they was investigating him since the 90s. I don't know if they actually did confirm it, but like I said, it depends on what they found inside of that mansion, those mansions and things like that. We just don't know yet for sure. Okay, we just don't know for sure. Let's see. Hold on, let me do this real quick, guys. Now, let me give you guys that text message that he did to Cassie the day that he committed domestic violence on her. Okay, let me show you guys real quick, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what Diddy ate real quick before I get out of here on his first night. Okay, I know that's crazy, but they got all this stuff in here so you can know about it. Okay, let's see. Hold on, let's see. So here it is right here. So anyway, the day that Diddy beat up Cassie like he did, you guys seen the video. I'm not going to show it again, especially not now. Go back to my other videos, you can see it. Anyway, he wrote Cassie a text message. Okay, he did a text message to her following his 2016 hotel assault of the singer. Okay, and this was revealed during his recent bail appeal hearing. All right. So let me just tell you guys, when he did his recent bail appeal, he he told them in the at the court or whatever his lawyer did or whatever that he would do drug testing and he would not have any female visitors. Okay, and the judge still denied it because of flight risk and because they felt like he would be intimidating the witnesses. All right. Anyway, on Wednesday, September the 18th, the messages were made public in a New York court, which contributed, contributed to his appeal being denied for the second time. Now, during the hearing, Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson read the text out loud, which followed unearthed footage of the brutal attack revealed earlier this year. So they played that video again. Okay. And I'm still trying to figure out how did CNN or whomever broke that first get that video. All right. Now, if another YouTuber said that Diddy was suing Cassie. All of this is allegedly right here. I don't know if this is true either. I'm thinking if this is true, he might be suing Cassie because he might believe somehow she was connected to all of that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I guess he might believe that since he settled with her, she should not be saying anything, period. There may have been an agreement, so if he is suing her, if that's true, that may be the reason. Now, according to Johnson, Diddy text Cassie at that time and he said, "Call me. The cops are here. I got 6 kids. Yo, please call. I am surrounded. You gonna abandon me all along?" Now, in response, the R&B singer Cassie wrote, "When you get effed up, you knock me around. I'm not a rag doll. I am someone's child." Now let's do that again. So Diddy texts Cassie after that attack he did on her. He said, "Call me. The cops are here. I got 6 kids. Yo, please call me. I'm surrounded. You're going to abandon me all along?" And then Cassie said, "When you get effed up, you knock me around. I'm not a rag doll. I am someone's child." All right. So they claim that Sean Combs knew he had done something wrong that would elicit police response. again, we saw that video. I'm just going to show you a still shot of it. I'm not going to show the video again. You have to go check that out on your own, or go check out my other live and you will see it. So let me see this real quick. So we saw this video right here, and I re-showed it in a live 2 days ago. Okay. So let me just recap that. This attack happened on March the 5th, 2016, in the hallway of the now closed Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles. In Diddy's defense, his attorney, Mark Agnafilio, argued that the father of seven, which includes four daughters, was, just bothered by Cassie. She was doing stuff to him. He claimed that Cassie went through Sean Combs' phone and found him communicating with other women. And then he claimed that while Diddy was asleep, Cassie threw the phone at his head and stole his clothing and then stormed out of the hotel room. Now, on the contrary, prosecutors argue that a male ex-worker was present and Cassie was trying to flee the room to escape another freak off party. And I'm going to tell you something. When we look at that video, the way Cassie was walking, it does not look like she was walking because she hit him and was trying to get away. She looked like she was walking fast because she knew he was going to come after her, and maybe he was doing something to her before. She was looking like she was escaping for real. Not one could argue she was still walking like that because she knew she had hit him first. And let's just say, even if she did, you still don't get up and beat a woman like that. If anything, he could have called the police on her. Why would you, knowing that you are a big time superstar, right? There's cameras in the hotel. So why would you get up and run after her and then pull her away, drag her, throw her away, pull on her, and then drag her, throw her on the floor like that? And then he kicked her. He kicked her at least 2 or 3 times, okay? And he hit her. So why would you do all of that? So for me, she could have hit him. I don't know. But I still say he shouldn't have gotten up there doing all that. He could have just called the police on her, or he could have just let her leave. Why would you put yourself in a position to get in trouble? And also, why are you hitting a woman? You're less than a man. Now, what if she would have been one of those type of chicks and she would have had a weapon, and when he came running after her, she just took it out and just, lit him up. Then what? So that's what I'm saying. Don't do that. That's not the way you handle stuff. So after they showed that, they released that footage and showed the world this how he did her, he then issued an apology and called his behavior inexcusable. Okay. He said, I was effed up. I mean, I hit rock bottom. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. He said, I was disgusted then when I did it, and I'm disgusted now. He said, I went and sought out professional help. I got into going to therapy, going to rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. He said, I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry. So when they went in for that second bail appeal, Diddy's legal reps proposed a $50 million bail package that would see the 54-year-old without a phone, internet, and female visitors. So they wanted to get him out, and they promised that he would not have his phone or the internet or female visitors. He also vowed to do drug testing. So they was going to test him as well every single day, I guess. Now, despite his attempt to prove that he can await his trial in the comforts of his own home, the judge still denied all of his bail requests, deeming him a danger to society. So I don't know if he can do another appeal. I don't know. Anyway, he will be going back to court on October the 9th. Now, in that other video that we heard earlier in this live, they said something about, I don't know if they were talking about Keefe is going to go back up to court on November the 9th regarding what he said. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they said. Okay, so that's all of this is crazy, period. Julie said, in Diddy's defense, seriously, never ever is there a reason to hit and kick a woman. What the heck kind of lawyer does this monster have? Do they go home and also beat up their wives? Thank you to the judge who is keeping him in jail. For once, dollars did not cover up and sweep under a rug a violent crime. And the thing about it, somebody else said you never live with any of them. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna say this again. Under no circumstances, unless it's self-defense, a man should be hitting a woman. Point blank. Okay. If she did do all of these things, went in his phone, see some women, which it can be believable, and got mad through the phone, you don't get up and run behind her down the hallway and hit her and throw her, kick her, and all this other stuff. He should have just called the police since he was so hurt by the phone being thrown at him. Okay, point blank. But he's violent anyway, allegedly. So therefore, yes, he's going to get up and do all of this crazy stuff. He should have thought about his actions before he did it. Okay, point blank. You don't do stuff like that, especially when you know there's cameras there. That is crazy. Who does this? Okay, who does this? Um, Sean said he's only sorry he got caught. Otherwise, he'll still be out there doing what he do. Those celebrities, KILL me, with all that late apologizing after those videos, photos, and text dropping on social media. Another person said he should not get bail. The girl didn't deserve to be attacked that way. He is where he belongs and he doesn't deserve no special treatment. Now, he's not incarcerated because he did that to her. However, because that's beyond the statutes of limitation. However, I do think that's playing a role in everything. Okay. I still think they are making him pay for that. All right. So, because they did present that video at that second or third, I think that's the second bail denial. They did show that video, just like I showed it on my channel. So it does play a huge role in his daggone indictment and everything else. And like I said, we don't know exactly what they found. They did tell us that some of the stuff showed the freak off parties, okay? But we don't know what else they found. We just don't know. And what information, evidence that Homeland Security could have. So say if they do have evidence that implicates him with the Tupac situation or anybody else situation, he's really going to be in trouble and they're going to bring him completely down. I told you the other day that they were trying to seize his access, allegedly. So if they end up doing that, because they are saying that he could have made some of his money from the illegal stuff that he did. So if that's true, not only is his livelihood affected, you know what I'm saying, him being out in prison and things like that, and being in that type of environment, but his money is going to be affected. You see what I'm saying? And maybe even the homes and everything. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know because they're on his butt. You know what I'm saying? They are on his butt. Another commenter said, I would live to see how he's faring in the hole. All that wannabe gangster mafia done garbage isn't going to protect you. Since the feds won't take your 50 million, you better pay off the biggest gang in there for protection. This idiot will crack up before a trial because he's in solitary. He may not crack up because we don't know exactly what's going on in solitary confinement. We don't know. We don't know what type of treatment he could be receiving. They can tell us anything over the media and be doing something entirely different. We don't know if he's going to crack up. And since he already knew that this could be coming, he probably kind of prepared himself too. You see what I'm saying? Because he could have easily jumped on one of his jets or it left a long time ago. He could have left way back last year, late last year. He suspected something was going to happen. That's why he was clearing up things, especially these last couple of months once they raided his places. So I'm pretty sure he suspected that. And they said his lawyer claimed that he kind of suspected this. Somebody said, my parents are from a developing country and 500 million would have bought Diddy's freedom there. As messed up as the legal system is in the U.S., it's good to know that rich, powerful people can't always just buy their way out of trouble. People with money in my parents' country have literally RAPD and unalived someone and gotten away with it by buying their way out of trouble. And right, in like in different countries, he's right. But if he would have went to a different country, he has to make sure that USA couldn't have came over there and got him. You see what I'm saying? Somebody else said he likes men allegedly, so the not seeing women while and if I get bond is a moot. point. Somebody else said there's no denying or sugarcoating it. This incredibly wealthy FOOL chose to literally throw his life away. And I said that in my videos. I'm like, why do these people be doing silly things when they have been giving, blessed with money, some power, fame, success, all of that? Why would you blow and throw all this all away over some crazy stuff that you like to do? He knew that he had a problem, actually, so therefore he should have sought treatment, or at least deal with the women that are down for this type of stuff and have them sign some type of agreement that says they willingly participating in an NDA and everything else, and don't do illegal activities there. You know what I'm saying? If he into watching people have, with ex workers and things like that, the drug thing he shouldn't be doing. Period. Okay. Um, you know, unless he's in California, then he could have got, high, in this hotel room, you know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna do things like that, you have to make sure you're following the laws. Okay, you can't be taking people against their will, intoxicating them, making them do things they don't want to do. He could have easily paid some women that to do that. They would do it. You know what I'm saying? Pretend like they don't, and they really don't know him. They could even play role play. You know what I'm saying? They could have did all of that. But no, he wanted that power. Maybe he wanted that power. If he did this, maybe he wanted that power to feel like, he's controlling them. They're scared. They would do whatever he says do, because it probably got him off. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, something is wrong with this dude. He definitely needed to get some type of treatment about this mental stuff going on in his mind. So let's go ahead and say, somebody said, does wearing a cross meant to improve his image or send a message that he is practicing what Jesus advocated, to love one another as you love yourself? The cross, stauros in Greek, is a weapon that causes unaliving. Okay. Another commenter said his defense is she threw a phone at him, so he beat her and drug her by the hair. What a horrible excuse for a human, let alone man. Talk about grasping at straws. That dumb excuse didn't work for Chris Brown. It ain't working for you, buddy. And I heard that they basically executed CB, of everything he did. So why not do the same thing for Sean? We saw the video. Okay, we saw the video. There is no excuse for that. None whatsoever. So what, she threw a phone, if she threw it? So what? He shouldn't have been cheating. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, she went through his phone. So if she was cheating and he went through her phone and he threw a phone at her, he would have said she shouldn't have ran behind me down the daggone hallway and hit me. He would have used that excuse. So he shouldn't be doing that either. Because in relationships, sometimes people do little silly things like that. Now, granted, if she did throw the phone, she shouldn't have threw the phone either. Okay, because it probably hurt. But the thing about it, him being a man, you don't run behind her. If it hurt, if she threw a phone at him, what he should have done is called the police and had her arrested. Okay, point blank. But he's not gonna call the police like a lot of people won't. They rather have the police called on them after they assault the woman, which is stupid. The police will be called anyway. So what sense does that makes? If a woman is hitting you, either you call the police or you put her out and don't deal with her again. Point blank. Okay, let's do this. Somebody said then the woman should be charged with assault also for throwing the phone at his head. Fair is fair, but this isn't about fair. It's racist BS. First of all, he didn't call the police, so therefore they don't know if that's 100% true. He should have called the police, Joseph. He should have called the police and reported her instead of running down the hall after her and beating her butt. Okay, throwing a phone, at him while he's asleep. We don't even know if it hit him hard. We don't know if it actually hit him or anything. And the thing is, he should have just called the police and had her arrested. Then she would have been charged with some type of assault. Point blank. You don't run behind her and then beat her up. What are you talking about, Joseph? Joseph. Okay. Chris said there is no lube where he's going. Yeah, they do have lube. That's where you're wrong. Okay. Let's see. Somebody else said he is a danger to society. Thank God, a judge with some brains. So we're gonna see what he's gonna do next. I don't know if he can do another appeal or anything. We will be waiting to see what's gonna happen next. If he can do that, I don't know for sure. All right, I don't know. Let's see what else I got real quick. And they still say he is in danger, but he's in solitary confinement, okay? Or something like solitary confinement. He's by himself because he's a high profile celebrity, and they already know that, you know, somebody could possibly try to unalive him to get status in that jail or prison. So yeah, that's why he's separated. So that, I don't think we need to worry about that. You know, him being in danger. Some of these people were in danger too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, going through all that shit that they had to go through with him. So let's see. So let me just go over this real quick. Well, maybe I'll save this for later on. I'll save this for later on with Usher. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me just see if anything else I want to tell you guys before we get out of here. Hold on, let's see. Let's see what they're saying right here. Let's see. So listen, they said in this article 2 years ago, rap musician, this is going to be the last one for now anyway, too. Okay. So 2 years ago, Sean Combs threw a lavish 53rd birthday party at his $61 million mansion in Beverly Hills. Now, while you guys are saying that Sean needs to be incarcerated, what about all these people that could have went to his freak off parties? Okay. Now at this regular party, okay, you heard the key word, the regular party, a host of stars lined up to toast his career. He had people like Jay-Z there, Travis Scott, Mary J. Blige, Kehlani, Tanisha, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Chris Brown, and Machine Gun Kelly was there. All right. That's at the regular party. All right. That party coincided with his 30-year in music industry, 3 decades in which he formed his own entertainment empire and changed the sound of hip hop, both as an artist and a producer for the likes of Mariah Carey, J Lo, and Big. Now, fast forward to 2024, his career is on the ropes. Like I said, in a case filed in New York, the star has been accused of kidnapping, drugging, and coercing women into sexual activities, sometimes through the use of firearms and threats of violence. The same LA mansion that hosted his birthday party was raided by police in March. Their officers seized supplies that they say were intended for use in ORGIES, known as freak offs, including drugs and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil. The thing is, let me stop right here. If you know that somebody just filed a lawsuit on your butt, okay, and you know that they're talking about you all over the news and everywhere, social media and everywhere, and then other people are coming up filing charges and accusing you of stuff and claiming they have videos, pictures, or whatever, why wouldn't you take everything that could be incriminating out of your houses and get rid of it, including those crazy videos and everything else? Why would you keep that there? I keep on wondering why people do this. If you know that the FBI, police, or whatever is watching you, why do you guys keep stuff? That's stupid. Damn, when he was that involved in that mess that he couldn't let these videos go, you should be getting rid of anything in your place. Damn, he would have been better off sending that stuff to a foreign country that the USA can't even touch. He could have went there in person and basically took it, or had one of his flunkies do it for him and paid them really well, you know, so they can keep their mouth closed. Actually, I probably would have did it myself, because the more people you get involved, the more people you risk telling. People will take the money and still tell. You know what I'm saying? Like people have done. So the thing is, he's dumb. He wasn't thinking. Why would you leave all this stuff around? Anyway, Combs has denied all these charges, entering a not guilty plea on Tuesday, the 17th of September. That court case comes after a year in which the musician has faced lawsuits from a number of women. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these cases again because we already did. Let's just talk about what these freak offs are, okay, in detail. And then I'm getting ready to get out of here, okay? Because this is the same stuff I already told you guys about in my other lives. You need to go check it out, all right? I mean, I just know one thing. It's a lot of cases. Let's put it like that. So anyway, they think that Sean Combs is the head of, like I told you guys before, a criminal enterprise that abused women using threats of violence to force them into participating in drug-fueled orgies with male call men. Okay, we're gonna put it like that. Um, the freak-offs were elaborate and produced X performances, and they were highly organized parties. Okay, they booked hotel suites. They hired ex workers, and then they gave out drugs, including cocaine, methamphetamine, and oxycodone. And the reason why I'm spelling all these words, because I don't know if you can see all this stuff on YouTube anymore. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm about to be monetized. So be looking out for me just spelling things. Okay. So hopefully you guys can spell and then you will know what I'm saying. But let me spell it again. methamphetamine. Y'all know what that is. And oxycodone. And then, of course, the cocaine, the white powder. All right. So he gave that to them, allegedly. And that was given to them to make them participate in the X and to keep them obedient, to follow his orders. Now, his staff, which should be in trouble too, the staff needs to be in trouble too. They allegedly arranged travel for the victims and organized the supply of IV fluids to help them recover from the parties, which often lasted for days. So, listen, this entire staff should be brought up on charges. They should be right in prison with Sean Combs, because why are you arranging travel for the victims and organizing the supply of IVs to help them recover from the parties, which lasted for days? Who does this? All right, so anyway, they claim that Sean Combs would use the footage to pressure his victims to remain silent, but he's stupid. He kept that footage all these years in his home instead of sending that crap, taking that stuff himself in his private jet before they even did investigation. I'm talking about like 2 years ago. He should have took that mess to a country where you can't go over there and check anything or extradite or anything else. But he didn't think about that. He thought he was untouchable. He thought that he might have thought that he could, you know, make people do as he wanted them to do by threatening them or doing other things. Okay, so he felt like he wasn't going to get caught properly. Anyway, even though all this stuff has been said and some of these things have been proven already by what they found on those electronic devices, his lawyer still says his client is innocent and the freak offs are consensual. Now, like I said, if he was smart, he would have had everybody sign without being, when they was sober, some type of form that says they willingly are participating in this. But he probably didn't do this. Okay. Then again, maybe they have some information. His lawyer could have some information that says that. I don't know. His lawyer said, is it X trafficking? Not if everybody wants to be there. Okay. So his lawyer is claiming that everybody wanted to be there. All right. But then when you hear some of these victims, court information that they filed in court, their information that they filed in court, they claim that they were tricked there. They was tricked by Combs allegedly saying that they were going to be in a relationship, they're going to date, or, tricked using drugs and things like that. So I'm assuming that Mr. Combs pleaded not guilty because that's what he's sticking to, that they did this all willingly, And like I said, his attorneys could have information that proves that it was consensual. I don't see how, because these other people are saying, the victims are saying that they have evidence that he gave them drugs without them saying alcohol and things like that. I don't know. But if he did do it consensual like he claims, you would think that he would have had some type of contract written up where they agreed to that. You see what I'm saying? And he had everything spelled out so they could know what they were getting into. But I don't know if I believe that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I mean, really, I don't. I believe he did exactly what they're saying. Okay. Anyway, like we know, he was denied bail because they said that they believe that he poses a significant risk to the trial. They said that he already tried to obstruct the government's investigation of this case because he repeatedly contacted victims and witnesses and fed them false narratives of events. The judge also said that Sean Combs has anger issues and a history of substance abuse, and those were the reasons for keeping him detained until the trial. Now, again, I told you before that his lawyer said that he would do, I guess, drug testing. He would take the phone, the social media, internet, no women, and everything from him. He would basically be at home by himself, not being able to go nowhere except to court, doctor visits, to his little visit for his psychiatric stuff. And I think one more thing was noted on there. I can't remember what that was. All right. And they was going to also put him under the watch of a round-the-clock private security team, one that he can't give money to because I think they was going to also sell his private jet, proposing to sell that. And I don't know what else that they was proposing. Okay. However, y'all, Judge Andrew L. Carter Jr. said that even under those terms, Mr. Combs could still use employees to contact witnesses. Yeah, but if they don't let him get on the phone, if they don't let him use internet, social media, computers, or any type of electronic device, and don't allow him to have visitors, I don't see how he could contact employees to contact witnesses. Because if they would have took, listen, if they would have took, how can you still contact employees? If they took his phones, his social media stuff, his computers, all of them, all his phones, computers, what else? Didn't let him go anywhere. When he go out to the doctor, his security team would go with him, pick security that cannot be bribed. They could also put some kind of hold. The lawyer could have signed his money over to a conservative or something like that, whatever you call that. They could have did all that. You know what I'm saying? To stop him from being able to still sneakily do stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then they was gonna sell the private jet, and he would have been at home all the time unless he had to go to those doctor appointments or the court. Plus he would have had on an ankle monitor, and of course they can tell if you cut it off. And then they was gonna give him drug tests. I don't know if it was gonna be daily or weekly or what. So I just think the judge really didn't let him be out because of the abuse he did on Cassie. And then that's why they showed the video. And then just his arrogance, how he thought he was going to get away with it. And the point that he sat there and did all of this to these people. You know what I'm saying? And then the flight risk, and then with him calling that one chick up 54 times, that's plainly ridiculous. Okay. So I think they was looking at all that too. Okay. So again, we know what freak offs are now. More in detail. I had already told you guys that before, but I'm just saying, going back over it again, just in case you didn't see those lives and you didn't know exactly what that is. So yeah, so that's some updated information. I'll come back tonight for the Night Owl Live, which I'll have more information that I did not read here, especially concerning Usher and him. Let's see what else. And I think, whatever else I come up with in between that time, here we go. Yeah, that's what we would do. Okay, and then if I get any more information regarding Keefe D's situation and anything concerning that, I'll let you guys know. Let me look at this one video real quick before we get ready to go, and I'll make sure it to you guys. Depends on what it is. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so we can show you this real quick. I'm not going to, let me see what they're saying. I guess I could. Let me show y'all this before we leave. Okay. This is video of Diddy's alleged 1,000 bottles of oil he kept in his house. This is crazy, y'all. Look at this. No sound, but look. Look at all that oil in that house. I guess they threw all the clothes and stuff on the floor. I don't know. That is damn ridiculous, y'all. You see stuff all over the floor. Is this the house? Yeah. Yeah, they said kept in his house. All these bottles of oil. What did he need all this oil? I mean, I know what he needed it for, but I'm saying all of this, damn, he was really weird. You know what I'm saying? Very weird. Somebody said, help me understand why people have billions of dollars and can't find a constructive way to spend their time and money. So many lost their way in life. And I agree, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Very weird. Somebody else said most of them have sold their soul to get where they are. Somebody said he's a demon, satanic, and a you know what, a PEDO. This guy deserves the amount of years, the most amount of years behind bars. Then when he gets there, put him in ICU. Why would he be put in ICU? That's weird. Okay, but anyway. Somebody said, what has caused so many of you lunatics to repeatedly call famous people PEDOs? Diddy is weird as F and probably a bad guy, but that you guys are truly insane. I have seen people call Bill Gates, Obama, the whole DNC, Jay-Z, etc. that. I think y'all are just telling us how you spend your money. Okay. I don't think people should be saying certain things if they don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That is crazy. All that daggone oil. Somebody said, since when has been a nasty super freak a crime? It's not. No, that's not the crime. The crime is if he was running some type of ex trafficking enterprise and he was forcing people to do things that they don't want to, and then the drugs. Okay. And if he was trying to make people do stuff against their will by using force and threats and things like that, those things right there are against the law. Okay. If he was doing this consensual and he had these people come in and just say they're just lying because they want money, then that would be a trip. And hopefully if that is the case, his lawyer has information to prove that. Otherwise, if his lawyer doesn't, then he's probably more than likely guilty. Okay, we just have to wait to see when that trial starts, everything that his lawyer is going to present, because this lawyer is not going to tell media what he got in store. He's doing everything he's doing. His lawyer is probably out right now. First of all, his lawyer is probably trying to get him out of prison. Okay, if he still can, and if he can't, if he has no more appeals or whatever the case is, um, then he's trying to, gather up everything to try to defend him, to get him a reduced sentence or to get him out of there. Because it's very hard, with the feds. So his lawyer got to be super, super good. You know what I'm saying? And find information. Now, let's just say if his lawyer has information that says that these people are lying and they did everything willingly, and he has proof, then that would be a good check mark. However, he's still weird and everything else, and then he still has other charges, the arson, and then fighting, beating up people if they can still charge him and things like that. But we will see, because I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know, but we will see. Um, but anyway, we just saw a video of all those bottles of oil that he was using because he was having freak offs all the time, I guess, and they lasted for days. So I guess he had to go through a bunch of baby oil to get people ready for whatever, you know what I'm saying? And if he was doing any type of same X type things, that would even more so count for why he had all that dang on baby oil and stuff. But he needs to get some help for real, because this is weird. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if he wouldn't have got caught, I mean, he still should have been getting help. This is very strange. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today, y'all. Before I leave, let me give y'all one breaking news. This is crazy. I want y'all to know for people who did that EDD fraud stuff. Hold on. Let me tell y'all about that real quick before we. Hold on, I gotta tell y'all some weird stuff tomorrow on Every Friday. Man, these people are crazy. Hold on, what was I getting ready to tell y'all? Dang, let me tell y'all something first. And I may look at that 14-page indictment if I get a chance to. I'll scan over it. Two things. FBI, y'all. Swam's IndyCar team co-owned by David Letterman. Okay, so FBI is investigating David Letterman. Relative, I believe, because they got the same last name. They did that on Wednesday, y'all. All these damn people. Let's see what they went there for. They did not provide any details in the investigation about the investigation at all. So the FBI did swarm him, and they also requested assistance from the local police department. So yeah, they said agents were at the headquarters at 10771 Creek Way in Zionsville on Wednesday as part of an active investigation. Again, what the hell is wrong with these stars and people associated with them? Okay, so let's see. The name of the building was the Rahel Latcherman Legging Gang headquarters building. Okay, so I don't know if I don't think he's a relative of David Letterman. That's the name of the place he was at, I guess. So he is Rahel Letterman Legging Gang is a racing team owned by former Indianapolis 500 winner Bobby Rahel. Wait a minute, hold on. So it's a wait a minute, hold on. The racing team is owned by the former Indianapolis 500 winner Bobby Rahel, if I'm pronouncing his name right, and then it's owned by Indiana native and former late night television host David Letterman and entrepreneur Mike Lanigan. Okay, so now we got it. Let's see. So they are fully cooperating with the investigation, but would not elaborate on the nature of the probe. And they cannot say much more because it's an ongoing investigation. And they say they will provide additional information soon. So that's crazy, y'all. Let's see what some of these people are saying. They still talking about Diddy instead of talking about this right here. Somebody said the story was poorly written. It is not. You just got to take your time to read it. I just did. The way they had it written, they made it sound like it was actually David Letterman. But as you read the story, you realize it's the racing team that he co-owns with these people, and one of the person has been, I guess, I don't know if they're investigating the whole thing or the person or what, because they're not giving out more detail. As they finish doing their investigation or they get more into it, then I guess they will release information regarding that. So they just know that they were there raiding it. So it's a reason why they were there. Gosh. All these stars, the people associated with stars, this is crazy. Okay. So let's see what else I was going to tell you guys. There's something else, and then I'm ready to go. So they said FBI Swarm's IndyCar team co-owned by David Letterman. Okay, that's what they said. All right. And then one more story, and then we can really get out of here. Oh, let me tell you what P. Diddy first prison meal was. Okay. And then we get ready to get out of here. So P Diddy had, let's see if they tell us for real. So they said it was quite a choice. Let's see. I don't want to hear about this again. They go over the same thing. Let's see. They say he will receive 3 meals a day starting after his arraignment. They say he had Swedish meatballs. He could opt for a black bean burger, but seemed to prefer the meatballs. Accompanying his meals were egg noodles, green beans, and a garden salad, and a 16-ounce drink. Do they give all the prisoners that? Anybody been in the feds? Do they give all prisoners a choice? And then do they give them this type of meals? And is it good? Swedish meatballs. He had black bean. Well, he could have had a black bean burger, but he preferred the meatballs. So you get a choice. And then he had egg noodles, green beans, and a garden salad in a 16-ounce drink. So they get a choice in prison to pick their food. Choice of foods to pick. They said despite being fed 3 times a day, the conditions are far more. They're not. They're not good conditions. Okay, we already know that that place have been plagued by unsanitary conditions, including overflowing toilets, a cockroach infestation, and freezing temperatures following a fire that disrupted the heating system in part of the building. They also said they had notorious inmates, such as gang members and mafia figures. And Jeffrey Epstein passed on there as well. Okay, but anyway, that's what he had the first night, y'all. That's what he had. And I doubt very seriously. I don't know for sure if they in solitary confinement, if he's his conditions in that part of the prison is as horrible as they are trying to say. I don't know for sure. Somebody said if he did what is alleged, he deserves many years behind the wall. I'm tired of famous freaks both doing weird stuff and getting away with it. Time for a change. Diddy or Goofy, whatever his name is, to get what's coming to his sleazy self. Then somebody bought Trump in there and said he's a convicted felon, not miss. I don't know what this means. He is a convicted felon, 34 for it, them to be exact. I guess since the majority in America is drilling down on P grabbing convicted, you know what, abuser, that ain't bad or something, he said. Okay. Okay, let's see. Somebody said he is eating better than I can afford as a disabled veteran. Somebody else said he is also eating better than us seniors living on fixed incomes that barely pay taxes to stay in their homes. Food is not affordable to seniors or veterans. Okay. Somebody said, ha ha ha. Well, I like to see it as a hotel that you can't leave. On that note, I hope he managed to smuggle in some of the lube. He's going to need it soon. Somebody said, so he had meatballs. Sounds like something he was dishing out. Somebody said, P. Diddy, sit your privileged butt down on that nasty overflowing toilet with those cockroaches crawling all over you, sitting up there in cold jail cell trying to pull that little blanket over you in that uncomfortable bed. Just think about how you got here and why. That's all you got to do. That's what being a man is all about. Now take that, like you always say, like you love to say. First of all, we don't know exactly his conditions inside that solitary confinement he's in and what these people may be doing or may not be doing. We don't know for sure. All right. Y'all don't be too quick to be saying that he's around roaches and stuff and sleeping in so much of an uncomfortable bed and doing all this other stuff. We just don't know. As a matter of fact, just don't be too quick to say anything because we never know what's in store. Just wait and see. All right, let's just wait and see. Yeah, somebody said exactly what I said. I'm sorry, but what prison offers Swedish meatballs, and black bean burgers. That's what I'm trying to figure. Okay, because if they don't normally offer this type of food in that prison, then he's already getting a different type of treatment. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what type of food they give them in what is it called, Metropolitan Prison in New York. Let me see if I can find out real quick. And if anybody know, tell me in the comments section. Maybe they offer all prisoners this. What type of food do they give them in that federal prison in New York, the Metropolitan Prison in New York? I don't know. Let's see, what do they get? They said breakfast is okay, lunch is pretty good, and dinner is a question mark. They get let's see. They get milk, coffee, OJ, oatmeal or cream of wheat, toast and fruit for breakfast. Lunch, they can get cheeseburger fries or chicken sandwich, fries or tacos, etc. They said there was a toppings and salad bar with all you could eat salads, pasta, bean salad, etc. Soda fountains were on, and self-serve soda fountains. Dinner, they said, was horrible. Usually some sort of mystery meat or pasta with diluted or diluted sauces. Whatever canned vegetables were available. Salad bar was open, but usually guys made their own dinners in the unit. And weekends, they only had two meals, brunch and dinner. Brunch was scrambled eggs, home fries, biscuits and gravy or pancakes, bacon or sausage, fruit, milk, and juice. Dinner would be a chicken leg quarter, labeled not for human consumption. ISHIT, not tater tots or mashed veggies, fruit, full salad bar, and some sort of cake or pie for dessert. Weekend early mornings, there was what was called coffee hour, where it was just coffee, maybe a cinnamon roll, and whatever cereal you brought. 4th of July was unbelievable. Baked barbecue, chicken quarters, two hot dogs, baked beans, potato salad, salad bar, and a quarter of watermelon. Okay, other holiday meals were pretty decent too. They had sirloin steak cooked medium rare with a baked potato for Christmas. He said he was there. The head cook where he was at minimum camp with less than 200 inmates was a wizard. He would mash up older bananas and make pancakes with them. The home fries were always seasoned just right. Eggs weren't watered down like other places. We had a spice garden, so there were always fresh dill, sage, basil, and etc. We would make our own pesto, salsa. I heard that right after I left. I heard that right after I left, they changed to a national menu, so every place had to serve the same thing at every meal. Glad I left before that happened. Okay, so we just found out what they serve. But it may have been changed because he said after he left prison, they started just doing the national. But still, they give the prisoners meatballs, Swedish meatballs, and what was it, black bean something, and then what else did Sean have? Green beans, I think a roll, and some type of soda. So maybe that's their regular meal. I don't know. Some people said the food was terrible at Rikers Island. This is not Rikers Island though, so I don't know. Maybe, like I said, when you're a star, maybe they do different stuff. I just don't know for sure. But if anybody ever been in that prison, the feds, just let me know in the comment section. Do they normally give you guys Swedish meatballs and things like that? All right. Other than that, y'all, we are getting ready to get out of here. It's an hour and 14 minutes. Thanks to John in the Bush for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thanks to everybody in the bushes. And thanks to everybody who watches me in the replay. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to leave a message, not a message, but leave a comment, regarding this live. Tell me what you think about everything, the food that they gave Sean. Do you think that's cool or what? Let me know what you think. What do you think about his text message he sent to Cassie? What do you think about that video I showed you earlier in this video about them claiming that he's implicated in Tupac's murder case? What do you think? Do you think that's true? What do you think the feds have? What did they find besides the freak off stuff in all the electronic stuff that they confiscated from his mansions? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back later on tonight for the Night Owl Live. I got more information on Justin Bieber, what he thinks, also what they assume he thinks, also information regarding Usher and Sean, and just whatever else I find. Okay, so again, later on tonight, I'll do a night owl live. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all, don't forget to hold on, I got to go to it. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos, and subscribe to the channel. And share this video, and leave a comment, subscribe, and like this video. Make sure you do the thumbs up too, because the more you do that, the more they will show this, and also share it as well. Don't forget, everything in this video, with exception to some, is allegedly. Keyword allegedly. Don't forget that this video is protected by the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research. So here, news reporting and commenting, that's what it was used for. Okay, just basically showing you information, teaching you things about it, the case, and things like that, and what happened. All right. All right, y'all. If you want to show additional support to this channel, you can do that to $ShadesTube. All donations are used to better this channel. And thank you in advance for that. Again, y'all, I am in the process of being monetized. So, of course, I will be making some changes. Very, very, very light profanity whenever I use it, which I shouldn't be using it anyway. So that's a good thing. And I never really did any other foolishness on here besides, with the who, but that won't be happening anyway again, because we already solved that. But basically, y'all know what type of channel I run over here. I don't be doing all that bull crap anyway, so I don't really have to worry about. So you will see ads. I'm gonna try not, if I can, I will try not to put all those ads on my daggone videos, because that's ridiculous. Some people be having ad after ad after ad. That's crazy. So if we can place the ads, I don't know how they do that. I'll place, mine where you guys won't be getting like annoyed with that stuff. And what else? And then I also got that collabo coming up. So it's with eyewear, okay, eyeglasses. And I think they offer sunglasses too. But once I get the glasses and I do the thing, I'll do it on a short. I'll do it on my YouTube video hauls, and I'll do one live right here. All right. And show you guys and stuff. So yeah, so if you do wear eyeglasses, you can definitely get them cheaper. You can get the frames in the lens, the prescription, way cheaper. And I'll let you guys know about that in a couple weeks once I receive the glasses and do the collabo. All right. I think that's it, guys. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I was going to get my lab work. I don't know if I'm still going to be able to do it today. If I don't do it today, I'll do it in the morning. But I'm getting ready to go to work too. So you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys later on. Again, thanks to Jermaine for that donation last night. I appreciate you. And thanks to everybody else for showing support, just by watching these videos. Check out my latest Dollar Tree haul, my latest walkthrough of my place where I showed you guys my fall decor. Check out the other videos I did this week concerning Sean Diddy Combs. Tomorrow is Every Friday. And of course, I'm going to have to recap and go over whatever upcoming news about Sean Diddy. I'm going to stay on top of that. I'm also going to stay on top of Javion McGee story, any other updates, but definitely Javion McGee. You can look up his story and find out all about it. And I'll let you guys know about all that stuff later on tonight. Okay. Have a good remaining day, y'all. Y'all see those pancakes in the background. I already ate, but I hope you had a good breakfast and a good brunch or lunch. And I'll see you guys later on tonight. This is ShadesTube. I am out, y'all. Let me go ahead and put this up here and get on out of here, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Y'all know this cold of mine. Okay, let's go ahead and end this out. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Up this music on. Let me change this. Thanks again to John. Thank you so much for tuning in, and people in the bushes and people who watch us this in the replay. Y'all take care. See y'all later on. Okay. Peace out. Let's get that music on, Shay. Wait, guys, let me show y'all what this winner. I forgot to tell y'all about this before I leave. Last night, I hit up the casino, right? And my casino friend won $10,000, y'all. Let me show y'all this real quick. I forgot to tell y'all this yesterday. Look at this. $10,000, y'all. Watch this. Let me see if I can upload it. I mean, not upload it, but let me see if I can increase it. Look at that. $10,000. She was playing all 9 lives. $9. She put $100 in there and won this. Y'all, that is a daggone blessing. I cannot believe this. Okay? I mean, I have seen somebody won $80,000 long time ago. But $10,000 recently, yesterday at 5 o'clock, somewhere around that time, around 6 o'clock. That is amazing, y'all. Congratulations to her. And congratulations to her. That is great, y'all. That is great.